What makes a man is his dignity when he stands for what is right. What makes a man is his loyalty when he fights his nation's fight.
Wow, that's a preview of Allegiance, which starts its 1.5-week run at Hawaii Theater this Thursday.
Allegiance is a musical drama about the Japanese internment during World War II, and it's based on the true life experience of actor George Takei. For more, let's send things over to Howard Deshevsky.
Marty, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm standing by here with Charlene Liu. She plays Miss Tanaka in Allegiance, which gets underway this Thursday at the beautiful Hawaii Theater. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, talk a little bit about this play, which is inspired by the life of George Takei, who, of course, was the original Sulu in Star Trek.
Yes. It was a big deal when it opened on Broadway, and that was back in 2015. It was the only musical that had ever addressed the what happened to Japanese Americans during World War II. So this specific show for Allegiance then is about the story of a fictionalized Kimura family and what happened after the events of Pearl Harbor and the Executive Order 9066, where estimated about 120,000 Japanese Americans were basically forced, some of them at gunpoint. Actually, that's what happened with George's family, to leave their homes. And if you can imagine how stressful that would be as far as being told to pack up everything and, you know, put it in his suitcase and go. So the show, is inspiring in that it shows a lot about the human spirit, what family ties do. There is conflict, of course, that happens. As you can imagine, people had different opinions about stuff. But some people were very patriotic, felt like, well, I'm American, let me fight. And so then they got even into, as far as when the opportunity came, there was kind of differences of opinion, but some of them did enlist. And then, so if anybody is here that's part of like the 100th relatives, of the 100th Battalion or the 442nd Infantry Regiment, we really, really do invite you to come see the show.
George was just a child, so you really kind of had to delve into his mind and really kind of unlock some of these hidden secrets, because he was a child, but you certainly were able to tap into some incredible memories that he was able to unlock.
George had his impressions. He was in camp from ages 5 to 9, and so the show co-creators originally started with Jay Kuo and Lorenzo Tioni, and then later on Mark Aceto came in with the book. But they definitely researched stuff because they realized, hey, we didn't learn this stuff growing up about history too. You know, no one really heard about the internment. But it's understandable. There was uncertainty, there was fear, but it was just sort of an unfortunate choice that, you know, they blanket decided, you know, anybody of Japanese ancestry, then you're a threat. And like the title says, like, what is your allegiance?
Yes, exactly. The choice to be made. It starts this Thursday. You have 14 performances, you said, over 10 days. The Hawaii Theater, how spectacular is it to be able to walk on that stage?
It's beautiful, beautiful. I hear that there was a lot of investment to restore it. It is just a beautiful space. And anytime that you can community theater or any professional theater, anytime that so many people can be together and experience a storytelling together, it's just something wonderful. So we really hope there's matinees, there's 4 matinees on Saturdays and Sundays. If you don't like traveling at nighttime, please come out.
It was a Broadway performance. This play was on Broadway. It's that caliber. It also was in Los Angeles. That's where you joined, and now here you are in Honolulu. Well, have a great run. Thank you for being here, and it's a wonderful story, and it's one that obviously touches the lives of a lot of people here. So. All right, thank you very much. Allegiance at Hawaii Theater starting this Thursday. Back to you guys.